Are you saying that we have no fiscal crisis currently? Is that your point?
Well, no, because our debt now is at 70% of GDP. There's
Yes.
no universe at which that is high by international standards, even if we benchmark ourselves against upper middle income countries. I just don't know where this thing comes from that we have a debt crisis. In fact, the reason why we're having the debt is accumulating is because debt is measured as a percentage of GDP. And the bottom part of that equation hasn't been growing for about more than 10 years, And so if the economy is not growing, our debt burden increases. For example, if your salary doesn't grow, your debt burden increases. It's as simple as that, So that's basically what's been happening to us as a country. So if we have to grow out of this debt problem, and once we grow and 5-6% growth,
yes,
then the debt problem disappears.
So people looking at government's business and the way they manage money and the money that they either do or don't have for housing and things like that might stimulate economic activity, create some work, drive small business forward and so on, will point to this number put forward by the DG Dondo Mokhajane, saying that our revised gross borrowing requirement for the 2021-22 fiscal year was 475 billion rand. The interest that we would be paying on that, surely the larger that number gets, the greater it cuts into money for school desks and clinics.
Yes, but if the economy is growing as a percentage of GDP, it reduces. So if your salary grows, you can afford your interest cost that you're paying on your car, on your house, and so forth. So that's basically how it works at the level. We don't like analogies with household budgets because a national budget is not the same as a household budget. But I have to make the analogy that way, that if your salary is growing and then the interest cost becomes less as a percentage of your total salary. So that's what I'm saying, So as South Africans, we have to focus on growing this economy. We're in a desperate situation.
News.
Experts.
Analysis.
Where things stand.
What you need to know. Drive home with John Perlman
On 702.